Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Chari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Puranitai Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Radha Shyama Jaya Shri Vrindavan Dham Jaya Tulsi Maharani Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Yamuna Devi Jaya Shri Vrindavan Dham Prabhupada 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 Jaya Shri the Prabhupada Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Nitai Gora Premanandi Hari Hari Bol Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Tanamane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasitade Satarne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhatta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 19. This self-satisfaction is not like the satisfaction of the inactive fool. The inactive fool is in the state of foolish ignorance, whereas the self-satisfied Atmanandi is transcendental to the material state of existence. The stage of perfection is attained as soon as one is fixed in irrevocable devotional service. Devotional service is not inactivity, but the unalloyed activity of the soul. The soul's activity becomes adulterated in contact with matter, and as such, the diseased activities are expressed in the form of lust, desire, hankering, inactivity, foolishness, and sleep. The effect of devotional service becomes manifest by complete elimination of these effects of passion and ignorance. The devotee is fixed at once in the mode of goodness, and he makes further progress to rise to the position of Vasudeva, or the state of unmixed sattva or Shuddha sattva. Only in the Shuddha sattva state can one always see Krishna eye to eye by dint of pure affection for the Lord. A devotee is always in the mode of unalloyed goodness, therefore he harms no one, but the non-devotee, however educated he may be, is always harmful. A devotee is neither foolish nor passionate. The harmful, foolish, and passionate cannot be devotee of the Lord, however they may advertise themselves as devotees by outward dress. A devotee is always qualified with all good qualities of God. Quantitatively, such qualifications may be different, but qualitatively, both the Lord and his devotee are one and the same. Text 20. Ivam prasana manaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva vijnanam Mukta Sangasya Jayate. Translation. Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by the contact with devotional service to the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead. in the stage of liberation from all material association. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, text 3, it is said that out of many thousands of ordinary men, one fortunate man endeavors for perfection in life. Mostly men are conducted by the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus they are engaged always in lust, desire, hankerings, ignorance, and sleep. Out of many such man-like animals, there is actually a man who knows the responsibility of human life and thus tries to make life perfect by following the prescribed duties. And out of many thousands of such persons who have thus attained success in human life, one may know scientifically about the personality of Godhead, Hare Krishna. In the same Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 55, it is also said that scientific knowledge of Hare Krishna is understood only by the process of devotional service, bhakti yoga. The very same thing is confirmed herein in the above words. No ordinary man or even one who has attained success in human life can know scientifically or perfectly the personality of Godhead. Perfection of human life is attained when one can understand that he is not the product of matter, but is in fact spirit. And as soon as one understands that he has nothing to do with matter, he at once ceases his material hankerings and becomes enlivened as a spiritual being. This attainment of success is possible when one is above the mode of passion and ignorance, or in other words, when one is actually a Brahmin by qualification. A Brahmin is a symbol of sattva gun, or the mode of goodness, and others who are not in the mode of goodness are either Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, or less than Shudras. The Brahminical stage is the highest stage of human life because of its good qualities. So one cannot be a devotee unless one at least qualifies as a Brahmana. The devotee is already a Brahmana by action, but that is not the end of it. As referred to above, such a Brahmana has to become a Vaishnava, in fact to be actually in the transcendental stage. A pure Vaishnava is a liberated soul and is transcendental even to the position of a Brahmana. In the material stage, even a Brahmana is also a conditioned soul, because although in the Brahminical stage the conception of Brahman or transcendence is realized, scientific knowledge of the realized transcendence or transcendence is realized, scientific knowledge of the Supreme Lord is lacking. One has to surpass the Brahminical stage and reach the Vasudeva stage to understand the personality of Godhead, Krishna. The science of the personality of Godhead is the subject matter for study by the postgraduate students in the spiritual life. Foolish men or men with a poor fund of knowledge do not understand the Supreme Lord, and they interpret Krishna according to their respective whims. The fact is, however, that one cannot understand the science of the personality of Godhead unless one is freed from the contamination of the material modes, even up to the stage of a Brahmana. When a qualified Brahmana factually becomes a Vaishnava, in the enlivened state of liberation, he can know what is actually the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Reading from Srila Prabhupada Lectures. He's thinking, my Lord Krishna, now I am strong. Kindly give me the chance to die immediately. Give me the chance, because now I can remember. But if I die in the natural way, when I am too old, it may be that kapha pita, because this is the body of Tri Dhatuka, kapha pita vayu. So my throat will be choked up by mucus, and I may be unconscious. I may not be able to chant at the time of death your name. So now give me a strong, please immediately give me death. So this is the secret of success. Somehow or other, if you can remember Krishna, ante Narayana smriti, Srimad Bhagavatam 2.16, Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Loke, Bhagavad Gita 8.6. This is the way. This is the way. So there is chance. If we execute Krishna consciousness sincerely, if you execute till it is finished, then immediately, Tvaktva Deham Punar Janma Naitimam Eti Konteya, Bhagavad Gita 4.9. If not, even if you have finished certain percentage, still there is a chance of perfection. It is such a nice thing. Swalpam Apyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bayat. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 2.40 to 245. Los Angeles, December 13th, 1968. Srila Prabhupada says, yes, somebody read, devotee, thus far I have declared to you the analytical knowledge of Sankhya philosophy. Now listen to the knowledge of yoga, whereby one works without fruit of result. Hare Krishna. So read from the Bhagavad Gita as it is daily, read from Srimad Bhagavatam daily, and chant Hare Krishna every day, and you will make spiritual progress, and you'll become eternally happy eventually. Maybe not today, Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this life or the next life, but it will happen if you do it. Because Krishna carries what you lack and he preserves what you have. So whatever devotional service you do for Krishna's pleasure is eternal. It's for your eternal benefit. So Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Shri Guru Parampara ki jai, Shri Malayendra Prabhu ki jai, Yuga Dharma Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhajan Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitya Gaur Premanandi, Hare Hare Bol, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitya Gaur Premanandi, Hare Hare Bol, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna.